Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 19 Ultimate Team video, and in this video we're going to be doing the Player of the Month SBC featuring Tottenham Hotspur's Lucas Moura, and hopefully I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it, and it's relatively cheap. It's not too expensive. We'll calculate at the end of this video exactly how much it's cost us. But let's get started. Just before we do, if this video helps, then make sure you leave a like, and if you guys want to see some more SBC videos, then subscribe to the channel. So let's start. The first criteria I want to show you guys is the Player of the Month. As you can see, players from the same league, maximum 3; players from the same nation, maximum 4. Player quality, exactly goal, so they all have to be goal players. Team chemistry, minimum 90, and the reward we get for this is 2 Premier League kits and a premium goal pack, obviously with the Lucas Moura. So yeah, let me show you guys how to do this one. So as you can see, Lucas Moura there. So we have to build like a squad around him, and this is really cheap. I bought this guy, if I can show you guys, for 400. You can actually get him for 350. Buy it now. And he is from the Championship, and I've built like a triangle here. In terms of the Championship, I've got Ryan Shawcross in defence. I bought him for 400 coins as well. If you're a bit patient and you try, you can probably get him for 350 by now. Then I've got Chester. I've actually packed him, so that's why I didn't need to get him, but he's relatively, I think, about 350, 400 as well. As you can see, look, 300. And say for example he is a bit expensive, then there's an option of Matt Dawson, is that his name? Craig Dawson. He's going for about that much as well. Yeah, about 350. Then you got right back, we got Adam Smith, if I'm sure his name is, and we bought him for 700 coins. So I think he's one of the more expensive players. But if you can try and get any right back from the that has an English nationality, that's going to link with Shawcross, or possibly even with if you can get a Welsh right back to link with Chester, possibly might work. But obviously at the moment I'm going with an English right back, and it obviously has to be gold, so they're only from the Premier League, so it's got to be a right back from the Premier League with English nation. Left back, alright, we'll just complete this side. So I've got Wanyama there to link with Lucas Moura, and it's a very strong link because they're both from the Premier League and from Tottenham Hotspur. I actually managed to get him for 650, but I think his price has really gone up now, so you might struggle with that one. But if what I'd recommend there is to try and get Eric Dyer. He would also link with Shawcross and Smith, just in case you can't get any of the other players that I'm going to mention. Yeah, carrying on. We got in centre attacking mid, we've got Stuart Armstrong, bought for 400 coin. You can get him for 350 as well, but I just went for buy now straight away. Okay, so that's like our English Premier League side, whatever you want to say, done. So now we're going to go with like a Brazilian side on the left. As you can see same nation is maximum 4, so I can only fit 4 Brazilian players in, and that doesn't include Lucas Moura himself. So in strike I managed to get, I've got to stop doing that, Junior Morris. I packed him, but I think he goes for about 300 coins, to be honest. So let's see. Alright, 300, there you go. Yeah, so 300 coins, that's very cheap. In centre attacking mid, we got this guy called Alan Patrick, bought for 350. Probably can get him for buy it now about 450 if you can't be bothered waiting. in CDM. So at the moment, as you can see, the leagues between Patrick and Moares is actually the same, and they're both from Shakhtar Donetsk, so they've got a pretty good strong link. But apart from that, the other two, the link from Patrick to Sandro and Sandro to the left back, is just because of the fact that they're Brazilian, so you can get anybody that you're finding cheap there that's a Brazilian. So in CDM we've got Sandro for about 300 coins, which is really good, pretty cheap, and I think that's his general price, to be honest. It's not as if I managed to snipe him or something. So there you go, 300 coins, that is cheap. Left back is this guy, Douglas Santos. Bought him for about 400. I'm sure you'll be able to get him for about that much as well. Let's see, yeah, about 350 even if you waited properly. So yeah, that's the player of the month one, and just, you know, you have to remember they all have to be gold. So that's, you know, you can go for this kind of link, and it's pretty cheap. So let's just calculate this for 1 second, if you guys don't mind. Let's calculate how much this criteria of the SBC has cost us. So we've got the keeper there, that's cost us 400. Shawcross has cost us 400. Chester, we packed him, but we know we can get him off the market for 400. Smith we got for 700, which is a bit expensive. I think the most expensive player apart from Wanyama on there. Wanyama we got for 650, but I reckon he'll be there for about 1k minimum on the transfer market now. Armstrong and Cam, we got him for 400. Striker at the top, we packed him, but we know he's for about 350. Alan Patrick's, you can get him for about 400. Sandro 300 it was, and the left back was 400. So altogether that means this part of the SBC cost us 4,400 coins. So that's not too bad, which obviously, like we say, what are we getting in return for this one? It's a premium gold pack, so a 7.5k pack, obviously with Lucas Moura, so it's kind of worth it. It's not too bad. Anyway, let's go on to the Tottenham Hotspur SBC. Now in this SBC, I've managed to, there's only 1 or 2 players who I reckon you'll still be able to get for cheap now, because obviously I think everybody's trying to do this SBC, prices are going up, so you've got to try and snipe players, and if you guys don't know how to snipe, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be uploading a video on sniping later on today. But yeah, so basically let me show you guys who I got. Let's start with Johnny Evans. 450 coins I got him for. You can, if you snipe him, you can get him for 400, but 450, not a bad price. 81 rated keeper, I managed to get him for 700 only. That was a pretty good pull. If I look now, I reckon that will have gone up a lot. Alright, surprisingly not 700. You probably have to go up to about 750, 800, but that's not bad. We got Southampton centre back Vestergaard for 450. Left back is one of our Tottenham players, is Ben Davis. I actually got him before this SBC came out, which is 1,100. I'm sure he'll have gone up. He's untradeable. Alright, okay, because he's injured, so we can't compare his price there. In CDM, I managed to get Wanyama again. I've got him for 650, but that's because I actually bought him before the SBC came out, and like I mentioned before, I reckon his price has gone up. So if you can get him, if not, I'd prefer to get Dyer, because he's an English rated, so he'd link up with a few players if you're not going to use the exact same squad as me. We've got Jack Wilshere there in centre mid. Bought him for 500 coins. I reckon he'll still be up on for that. We've got Sigurdsson, bought him for 750. I reckon he'll probably have gone up to about a K now. And in left mid we got Bernard, which was our most expensive player, 2.9k. I don't know, I reckon you could probably get somebody a lot cheaper there. I don't even know why I'm using him, to be honest. I actually don't know. Let's see, let's have a look on the transfer market. I'm sure we can find somebody a lot cheaper than that. than 2.9k. Let's just have a look now what he's on the market for. Bernard, about 3k. Alright, he's gone up quite a bit now, so about 3k. Let's have a look. I'm sure we can find somebody a bit cheaper on the left mid. He has to be about an 80 rated player though. 79 would even be good. Richarlison, wow, look at that, gone up nicely. His his wants to watch card. Yeah, so basically our team rating stays still at 81, so yeah, you'd rather use this guy. Is a lot cheaper than Bernard. And up front we've got Olivier Giroud, bought him for 1.4. I reckon he'll have gone up quite a bit now as well, because I managed to buy these guys at a decent time. You know, that's gone up a lot. But 82 rated striker, I don't think you're going to get anything else cheaper than that for about 2.5k. And if in centre back you need any other players, then Cook is one to get as well. Maguire is about 2.5k, so you can get him. But yeah, let's just have a quick calculation of how much this part of the SBC is costing us, so we know at the end roughly how much everything's costing us. So Johnny Evans we got for 450. I actually didn't show Lowton or Mata, did I? Lowton we managed to get, I think, for about 700, 1,300. Wow, that's a bit expensive. Mata we pulled off for 1,000. That was a snipe. So he's going for about 2k. So let's just say 450 Evans, 1,300 Lowton, 2,000 Mata. Even though we managed to get him for 1k, let's just say 500 Wiltshire. Up front Giroud for 1.5k. If you can try and pull a snipe off, Sigurdsson will be about 1k now. Our Unicy is 1k. I'm sure you can probably snipe him. The keeper was 700 when we checked. The centre back Vestergaard 450, and Ben Davis, I think he'll be about 2k now. So that's costing us 10.9. So 10.9k, and in return for this we're getting a 1 rare gold pack, which I think is worth about 25k, so that's not bad. So yeah, we're halfway through the video now. Moving on to the Premier League, SBC, and how to do this. And this was, for me, surprisingly quite cheap. Managed to pull this one off. So Nick Pope I got for 650 coins. I think he'll have gone up again, like, because I did this, I bought all these players yesterday night. I think more people are playing more games, more coins into the market, and therefore everybody's prices is going up. We've got Bertrand on the left for 650. Tompkins, we actually got him in our starter squad, but I'm sure he's going for about 300 to 350, so don't worry about that. Cook is a bit expensive. I packed him, but I got him for about I think you can get him for about 500 by it now. One other way is you can put Charlie Daniels in there, but he's the same thing, and get Nathaniel Klein at right back. So if you have Klein already, then you can try and do that, but they're both the same price, so you'd rather just put Cook in there. Lowton, which we said we got for 1,300. Drinkwater, I actually managed to get him from an SBC. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. Is you want to go and do this SBC, the Let's Move Forward SBC, and you actually, by doing, I think there's three challenges in there. So for each challenge, one you get you can select your own player, the one you want to get. So you can select any player, which a centre back, sorry, for the first one, that's no more than 80 rated. For the second one, I think it's a central midfielder, so I managed to get Drinkwater, and the third one I think is a striker. I got Daniel Sturridge, and then if you do all three of them, then you manage to get an 80 rated goalkeeper. You know, select, I think it's called select your player or something like that, I don't know what it's called, but you want to try and do that, because that will probably help you out a lot in this SBC, because you can just choose a Premier League player from there, which would be awesome. So yeah, I got Drinkwater from that SBC, used him in there. Jack Wilshere, as we mentioned before, 500 coins. John Joe Shelby, we got him in our starter squad. I reckon he'll be about 600, 700 coins. Let me just check. I actually have somebody else, if I remember his name. I think it's Sung Park or something like that. Ki Sung Young, so we got him in there. Let's see if we can try and slot him in there, if that changes anything. Yeah, it does. So we have to have Shelby in there, and then in left sided, I put Sigurdsson, who we got for about 750, but like I said, he's gone up. Giroud, again, he's gone up, and Sturridge, as I told you, I managed to get him from that SBC. So let's calculate this one. But as you can see, I've managed to do all the requirements that are on the left. Nationalities, maximum 3. Rare players, we've got 3, so we've got Giroud, we've got Sigurdsson, we've got Pope. Team overall rating is 80, chemistry 90, and obviously we've got 11 players in the squad, and 11 Premier League players. So let's calculate this. Nick Pope in net was 650, but he'll have gone up. Bertrand 600, which was a really good snipe. Tompkins, I think he'll be going for about 400. Cook, I think you can get him for 500 by now. Lowton 1,300. Danny Drinkwater, I think he's going for about a good 700 if you're actually to try and get him on the market. Jack Wilshere 500, we got him for. John Joe Shelby will be about 700, just say for argument's sake, but I reckon you get him for cheaper. Sturridge is actually 1k now, so that's a bit expensive. Then we have Sigurdsson, which is 1k, and Giroud is 2k, so this is costing us 9.3k. So altogether, that's I think about so far about 25k roughly that we've spent in the SBC. And the last SBC is the Brazilian exchange, a squad of players featuring Brazil. So minimum Brazilian players you have to use is 3 players from the same league, maximum 4, team overall rating minimum 82, and team chemistry 85. Number of players in the squad is 11. So I have done this SBC this way. I've actually not managed to buy the players because I've not got the coins. I've started it off, and I got this guy Gualiano for about 900 coins. You can still probably pick him up for that price. This guy is going packed him, but I reckon he's going for about 1,000 coins. Felipe is going for 1,700. Viviano's 1,000 something. We've got the right back Andre Almeida, he's 650. I think this guy Ronnie Lopez is about 800, not 800, about 500. This guy's probably the most expensive player, who's going for about 2.5k. Pato goes for about 1.5k. Then we have Gustavo in central midfield, who goes for about 1.5k. So this is actually quite expensive. We have in the left back we have Marcelo. So going on that, and then Bernardo on the left. So if we just roughly make an estimate there, 1.5, 4, 7, 9, 10, 10.5, 11, 12, 14, and then 15, and just say for argument's sake 16k. So this would cost us 16k, and the reward for this is a 1 gold players pack, so it's quite an expensive one. Is this Brazilian one, the Brazil one, but I'm sure you could probably find a cheaper way to do this, but this is the way I've come out with. So this is probably one of the more expensive ones with me. So altogether that's what, 35k, yeah, about 35, so 40k. So altogether these 4 are going to cost us 40k, which isn't too bad, I reckon, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it helps you guys, then make sure you subscribe. I'm going to try and do the UEFA competition SBC, the kickoff SBC, maybe even marquee matchups. But yeah, if you guys like it and you want more, subscribe, and we will be opening the packs once we've completed the Brazilian SBC. So make sure you check out my channel for that one, and see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.